Causes of ozone layer depletion. The causes of ozone layer depletion are many and varied. Some reasons have to do with human activity, while others are natural causes. The Montreal Protocol, which was signed in 1987, has helped reduce the amount of ozone-depleting substances released into the atmosphere. However, even though this protocol has been put in place for 30 years now, we still need to be cautious about what causes ozone layer depletion. Those who live outside or near cities may not notice any signs of a problem at all, so everyone must stay vigilant. Ozone layer depletion due to greenhouse effect. In the last few decades, there has been a tremendous shift in climate, and this is due to one of humans' most influential inventions, industry. Industrialization means that we have seen an increase in greenhouse gas emissions, which leads to global warming, causing less ozone and other harmful effects like ocean acidification. This phenomenon, called ozone depletion or stratospheric cooling by pollution, can be reversed if we reduce our overall carbon footprint. Still, it will take some time for these changes to happen. Until then, let us stop using plastic bags at grocery stores. The depletion of the ozone layer is a result of our release into aerosols and chlorofluorocarbons. These substances deplete atmospheric oxygen, which creates an abnormal reaction to solar radiation. We see these phenomena more prevalently as global temperatures rise from climate change due to greenhouse gases emissions that have led us down this path towards destruction with no way out. Ozone layer depletion due to CFC. The ozone layer is a protective barrier that shields the Earth from harmful ultraviolet radiation, but it's being depleted due to CFCs. The thinning of our planet's atmospheric shield has been an ongoing concern for decades now, as scientists have found evidence of its depletion at alarming rates. The culprit? You guessed right, chlorofluorocarbons, or more commonly known in layman terms as CFCs. The ozone layer is a protective shield that surrounds Earth, blocking harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. CFCs are chemicals used in refrigerants and aerosol propellants for canned goods. They cause an increase of UV radiation reaching Earth's surface, which depletes our atmosphere's amount of ozone. Ozone layer depletion due to pollution. Corrupted by pollution, the ozone layer is gradually disappearing. However, it will take years to replenish this vital shield, as scientists are working diligently on preserving it for future generations. The world's atmosphere has thinned dramatically over recent decades because of industrialization-related air pollutants such as chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, all while scientists were failing at any attempt to predict what would happen next with our planet's protective shield against harmful UV rays, which can cause skin cancer and other diseases affecting humans, livestock breeds, plants and animals alike. Now this problem should be taken seriously by everyone around us before it is too late. Causes of ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion due to deforestation. The ozone layer gets depleted by the harmful consequences of deforestation. A study done in 2015 found that forests act as a shield to protect against climate change, and this is just one more example of how important they are for our well-being. The ozone layer is essential for the overall health of our planet, but a depletion in its effectiveness can cause detrimental effects to us and wildlife. When forests are cut down, they release nitrous oxide gas into the atmosphere, which reacts with atmospheric chlorine, causing it to break apart essential molecules such as hydrochloric acid, HCl, to help protect life on Earth from harmful UV rays emitted from stars like our sun. This process leads to increased skin cancer rates and cataracts, among other negative impacts that we're just now beginning to understand. Ozone layer depletion due to global warming. The ozone layer is a protective barrier that shields the Earth from harmful radiation. As global warming continues, it causes disruptions in atmospheric circulation, resulting in holes or thinning of the ozone layer at certain times and places around our planet. When this occurs, we are more exposed to higher levels of UV rays, which can lead to skin cancer, blindness, cataracts and other health issues, as well as damage plant life on Earth due to increased temperatures causing stress for vegetation, resulting in an even greater need for protection against solar radiation through air conditioning systems with ultraviolet filters, so that people will be able both stay cool without worrying about dying from overexposure, while ensuring plants receive enough sunlight necessary for their survival. Ozone layer depletion has been one of the most pressing environmental issues in recent history. The ozone is a protective gas that shields Earth's surface from harmful ultraviolet rays, and it naturally occurs at ground level as well as high up in the atmosphere. Global warming poses an imminent threat because lax regulations allow CFCs to be released into our air, which then starts breaking down this important gas molecule by molecule. This process will continue until there isn't enough oxygen for us anymore or other living things on Earth. If we want to survive or keep our planet habitable, now would be a good time to start tackling these problems before they get worse than they already have become. In order to save our planet for future generations, we need to reduce the causes of ozone layer depletion. Ozone layer depletion due to natural causes. Scientists have been tracking the levels of ozone in our atmosphere for decades. They've noticed that it is decreasing and they believe this could be due to natural causes. Scientists are closely monitoring how much ozone there is at ground level, which has decreased over time mainly because of increased industrialization and pollution from gas emissions since the 1960s and some other factors like solar activity impacting water vapor concentrations or volcanic eruptions changing atmospheric composition. Scientists have been tracking the levels of ozone in our atmosphere for decades. They've noticed that it is decreasing and they believe this could be due to natural causes. Causes of ozone layer depletion are important to know so that we can control them. Ozone layer depletion due to population. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration study found that increased population in developing countries is causing ozone depletion. In addition, the increase of artificial emissions from things like cars, factories, or power plants has caused a rapid decrease in the amount of ozone high up over our heads since 1980. The population size problem on Earth can be seen with our shrinking ozone layer, which blocks ultraviolet radiation from reaching us all year round. Just 30 or 40 more years down this path will spell disaster as UV rays devastate unprotected animal life near the equator. In addition, rising rates of skin cancer globally due to DNA damage done by sun exposure are things you don't want happening anytime soon but may not even notice until they become severe problems if left unchecked now. Causes of ozone layer depletion are hard to understand, but we all need to work together to control these causes.